Greetings and welcome to Pocket Bees. Well, I was certainly surprised when one of my viewers told me yesterday that this was now available. I spoke about this game in a Pocket Ants video a couple of months ago, and at that time I was figuring we'd get this by the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year, but apparently Aerial Games, who they now want to be referred to as, was a lot further along than I thought they were. So we now have Pocket Bees. I stopped it here because there was some opening text from her, but the thing is, it wasn't skip, it was just going on and on, so this was just a good stopping place. She just asked me who I was, so we missed a couple of paragraphs, but you know, it's the same old kind of thing. Human telling a bee what they're supposed to do. Yeah, I know, it's a thing. It'll vanish really quickly. So we're going to play Pocket Bees. If you want to see more Pocket Bees on my channel, please give it a like, say something in the comments, and maybe subscribe. Because let's face it, I'm going to be doing a lot of Pocket Bees. You're going to see a lot of this. And if you want to see it, you want to make sure you see everything that I do, you probably want to subscribe. All right, so let's just fill in this name, because what other name would I use? Okay, check it, and then go. There we go. And there I am, being born. Nice to meet you. You are the colony's first worker bee. I'm not just a worker. I'm a general. I'm always a general. We shall start by building a chamber for processing and storing honey. By the way, I have the volume turned down until I can get to the music, which is going to be very soon. Build the honey processing chamber using the colony menu. By the way, there we go, no more music. Okay, so this is me, and this is the queen. I think she should actually be a lot bigger than me, just saying. And this is our home. It's looking rather barren, isn't it? All right, we're supposed to make the honey chamber, I believe, the honey processing chamber. The game isn't really going to point things out to you, so I'll point things out to you. So the little honeycomb we have over here on the left side of the screen, this one right here, this is the honey processing chamber. We don't need anything for it. This is going to allow us to make 5 workers and store up to 50 honey. So we're just going to do that. That's going to take 15 seconds. Well done. We will now look for food while the chamber is being built. Okay, so go to the right and exit your nest. I think that's hive. Let's explore the outside world. Okay, it's a dangerous place. By the way, the upgrade is now done. All right, so, but I am going to need to get honey if I'm going to get any workers. So, it's a brave world. You must be careful out here. There are lots of predators and wasps lurking around. Yes, I know. Now look for a flower to forage from. You can use the mini-map to help you find it. By the way, I don't think there's an actual big map in this game because I can't seem to get to it. Once there, extract its nectar by pressing the action button and take it back to the nest. All right, this is going to be familiar. All right, so it's right over here. All right, so this is the flower. We're going to be getting honey and we're going to be getting nectar from it. So I'm just going to hit the rose button. Now I'm wondering, can I do the other one right now? Can I hit the flower? Okay, so I made this a resource target. It's going to ask me to do that later, but you might as well just do it right now. Apparently it worked. All right, so let's go on back. Okay, and that is a spider, by the way. Yeah, okay, so I don't know what's up with that. He's a little bit close to the hive, if you ask me. All right, so let's go on in. And what you're going to do, okay, good. Now drop the nectar inside the honey processing chamber. Why is this human telling me things that I know? Go away, human. All right, and then we're just going to hit the nectar button, and it's going to turn it into honey. Boom. You just processed your first honey. You can now breed a new worker bee. Do so from the bee menu. All right, the bee menu. All right, that's up here, of course, with the bee on it. This menu lets you do 2 things. One, at the bottom here, make workers, make guards. You can't make guards for a while, by the way. And up here are the missions that you send your bees on. We're going to probably be doing that very soon. At the moment, click on the worker. It costs 1 honey, but it takes 15 seconds. Not really a big deal. Yeah, the guards take 15 honey, but that's not the problem. Yeah, 1 minute, that's not the problem. We'll talk about that. It's going to be a while before you can have a guard. A new worker bee is born. We will have to assign the newborn to a task to perform. In order to do this, open the bee menu. From there, you will be able to assign tasks to your workers. Okay, so here we have the big difference between this game and Pocket Ants. Now, in Pocket Ants, you would designate a location and just tell them to go gather, and they would keep doing it until the resource was finished up. That is not the way it works here. Assign the newborn to forage for nectar and bring it to the honey processing chamber, just like you did earlier. All right. Press the first forage button for assigning your worker to forage for nectar. Press confirm when ready. All right, so it's this first one up here, the one that says, nectar to honey. The second one is just nectar. The last one is pollen. You're not going to be doing that for a while. All right, so let's do this. Forage nectar and make honey. So I have to assign my bees to it. So I'm going to do a plus. There we go. That's going to take a minute. The more bees you assign to this, the longer it takes. And it's actually telling you right there on the rows how much is there. See, watch. Let me decrease it here. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. It just went from 80 to 79. Eventually, that'll run out, and they'll have to find another flower. All right, so go. So that's going to take a minute. Well done. Now your worker will forage nectar. It will take her a short while to gather the nectar and return. Remember that you must set a source for any new flower when the current one is depleted. Right, it's not asking me for that because I did it already. Start completing tasks from the mission menu, and we will meet again when you upgrade the brood chamber to level 2. Good, the human is gone. Okay, yeah, upgrading the brood chamber, that's gonna be a while. All right, let's talk about advancement here. So here's the thing. I am now waiting for that worker. Actually, I'm not even gonna wait. We'll talk about it in the meantime because you know what? I'm gonna help because it takes the bees a lot longer to do this than I do. Okay, actually, back, go again, boom, send another one. Right, and by the way, while I'm doing that, make a new one. All right, so you need honey to make the workers. If you look at the top left, it says 1 of 5, right? So that is the number of workers you can have. Now, at the top of the screen, if you see just a 0 and not a slash and another number, that means you can't gather that yet. Like the guards who are right next to the workers up there. You can't have any. When it's got like slash something, I think it's 3 is the first one you can do. By the way, let me just grab this. Then you can actually have them. So at the moment, the only things we can have, basically the only things we can have is workers. We can have 5 of them, and then we can have the honey. All right, so I'm going to bring this over here because I need these guys down here. All right, and nectar. All right, so I have idle ones down here at the moment. Actually, I should just send them. Let's see. Boom, boom. Send both of them. That's going to take a minute. And go. Actually, that's going to take 2 minutes. I don't know why I said a minute. There is a little bit of a bonus, but I mean, it's not much of a bonus. I mean, if you send like 8, it'll be like a little bit under 8 minutes, like that. But the more you send, the longer they're going to be away. So like I said, it's actually very efficient for you to actually go over and get it at least early on. There are things you're going to have to do, and it's kind of dangerous. All right, so this is a guy who just kind of wanders around. You know, one time when I was actually testing this, I sent 5 out for honey, nectar to turn to honey, and 2 came back and 3 were dead. And I really don't even know what happened to them because I didn't get any indication that there was a problem. All right, let's work on another one of these. I think I can get 2. Yeah, I can get 2. All right, so you want to get the 5 workers as quickly as possible, and you want them working. So as soon as this one's done, I'm going to get another one going, and then we're going to look at progression. All right, boom, there we go. Now here's the thing. I can only send them out like once to do one task. So I can't send him out until the other guys come back and then send them all out. So I'm motivated to get all 5 of them. All right, so I want these guys to come back before I do anything else. All right, let's take a little look at what we need to do here. All right, we have the honey processing chamber, right? At the moment, it's allowing us to gather 50 honey, and we can have 5 workers. Now, it's showing you over here, if you upgrade it, what you can get. You can get 10 workers and hold up to 100 honey, right? But in order to do that, what that is down at the bottom, you need 10 nectar, right? Okay, they're back. Nobody died. All right, so I do have a little bit more here. Let me just do this. I didn't have to go up there. All right, I'm going to have the full 5. When I have the full 5, I'm going to send them all out for honey because I need to gather honey. All right, as soon as they're done, and then we'll talk about what we're actually saving up for right now. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I am going to send them all out, and that's going to take 4 minutes and 40 seconds. They're going to come back with 5 honey. So off they go. And remember, I can keep go over and getting it myself. But let's talk about progression. Now, like I mentioned here, in order to upgrade this, and you want this upgrade, you need 10 nectar. We don't have a way of gathering nectar yet. So what we need here is nectar storage. And in order to have nectar storage, I need 10 honey, right? So the thing is, they're going to come back with 5 in like 4.5 minutes. So it behooves me to go and do it myself too. Because otherwise I'm going to have to wait for another team to come back, right? So I need to gather 4 in the meantime. So that is what I'm going to do. So here's one thing that I think I would like to see a change in. I would really like it if you didn't have to like wait for the entire time in order to get everything. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. What I would like to see would be a variation of what you see with pocket ants. I'd love to see them coming back, dropping it off, and flying back out, if you know what I mean. Because I think that would just be a little bit more immersive. I know we're talking about a mobile game about bees here. But the thing is, if you're over there and you see 5 of them and all of a sudden the mission is done, poof, they're just gone and then they're back in here. You don't see them flying back and forth. I just think that that's, I don't know, maybe a little bit lazy or something like that. But that's just me. And again, it is important to remember this game just came out yesterday. In some ways, maybe this is like early access, even though they're not calling it early access. And I'm not saying that, it's bug ridden or anything like that. I'm just saying, they're just all going to vanish. And I think that that's just, again, I think it's a little bit on the lazy side, but that's just me. All right, so I need to get 5 before they're done. So I'm just, flying outside is really great, but when you come back in here, yeah, a little bit slow, Can I fly inside here? Maybe the queen doesn't like that. All right, so let's just move over here and take off a bit. All right, and as soon as I can get that, maybe we'll look around a little bit because there are some other things on the map you probably need to know about. And as a matter of fact, your guy is going to have to do something, but we're probably going to get into that in the next episode. You're going to have to, I wouldn't say do fighting, but you're definitely going to have to inconvenience somebody in order to get something that you need. All right, so I need 1 more, and then we wait for them, because I need 10. All right, so let's move back here. Yeah, given how long it takes them to get 1, it definitely behooves you to do this. All right, and boom, let's go. So they can also gather nectar from there, by the way. It's just a matter of, it's the same thing with pocket ants. It depends on where you drop the nectar. You can see right there, the nectar turns to honey. You drop it here, and it processes it into honey. When you have the nectar area, if you drop it there, it's just nectar. Okay, so let's just look around for a moment here now. All right, we have the missions that she mentioned here. Watch 7 ads, win 3 battles. We're not going to be doing battles for a while. Forage. Okay, so we're probably going to get that one, and we'll get 20. We'll get 20 resources from that. Okay, we're not going to be defeating creatures. Certainly not 4 anytime soon. Now over here you have gems. You have this other currency. It's kind of important. I don't know what these other things are down here, these vials, but I'm sure that they will make themselves known over time. Do we have... Oh, we actually have... I guess these are achievements? I didn't even know they were there. Okay, so apparently we did this. Build the honey processing chamber. Okay, bring 1 nectar to the honey chamber. Okay, breed 2 bees, worker bees. Okay, and then we're done for now, right? Okay, so we're working on these. These will be a way of getting things. Upgrade the honey processing chamber to level 2. Okay, that's going to be a while. Pollen storage. Okay, well, pollen storage we can make. It's the pollen that's the problem. Now, okay, see, I do have a little bit of umbrage here with this screen. First of all, can we put this at the bottom? But more importantly, it says bees lost and it's red. If it's 0, can that be green? Because, I mean, red is like a bad thing. If I lose somebody, even as 1, make it red. But, I mean, if it's 0, make it green. I mean, what's going on with that? All right, and I do now have a bunch of this stuff here. So let's start working on the nectar chamber here. That's going to take 1 minute. Boom, there we go. All right, so when we gather nectar, we're going to work on upgrading this one here. Now, what the chamber is going to appear right where I'm standing right here. So when your bees come back, they're going to drop it there. You know, you're not going to see them doing it. But if you do it, you're going to drop it here instead of up there. You drop it up here, you get honey. You drop it here, you get nectar. Very important. All right, so how long has that one got to go? It's not giving me a timer. Oh, I'm in the wrong place, that's why. There we go, 26 seconds. All right, let's just go out and fly around a little bit more. Actually, I can pick up some nectar while I'm away here. And then I can just fly back and demonstrate. Okay, rose. And poof, there we go. Let's head on back here. And I'm going to wait for this to appear. It shouldn't be too long. All right, so oh, there we go. Boom. And I just walk over here, and then I just go nectar, and then it stores it as nectar. And you'll notice at the top now, it's 1 of 50, because we can now do that. So we need to send these guys out, these ladies out, to forage nectar. So they're going to do the same thing, only it's going to come in as nectar instead of honey, because that's what we need. Once again, we need 10 nectar so that we can upgrade the honey processing chamber, and then we can have 10 workers and hold up to 100 of the honey. Very important. Because we do have other things we need to do. We're not doing that one, by the way. Up the brood chamber? No. The pollen storage. This is the next goal. We need 25 nectar and 25 honey. And then the real fun begins. All right, let's just talk about what has to happen over here. And what I'm going to do is, I'm hopefully going to be successful at this. All right, this is resin. This is resin. Oh, by the way, one other problem I have with the screen, as you can see on the left side of the mini map. Yeah, that looks really ugly. Can we do something about that? Really, that's very, very ugly. All right, this is resin. I'm going to take a mouthful of resin. I stumbled across this. I don't know if it's what you're supposed to do. It probably is. But let's go visit the location of the pollen and see what the issue is. Now, you're going to have to gather pollen in order to get any guards. You need 3. And if you're wondering, why is it only 3? Well, 3 is going to seem like a lot. Just saying. I'm not doing this now because I can't gather it now. But yeah, we have this fellow over here, and that is a wasp. So what I have learned is, you'll notice at the bottom, it says resin and it's got the little thing there, right? All right. Can I? Actually, I need. Okay. Hold on a minute. Oh, I missed him. Okay. You know what the problem is? I don't have this thing mapped down here. I think it might work with water too. Okay, there's water up here. Let's just see if this works with water. Oh, by the way, do not go over the water. You will drown. And it will be instant. Stay away from this unless you're going to land right on the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to click bird bath. By the way, I mapped the key down there to my space bar. So, because this is, again, okay, see, he's stunned now. You see that? He'll be stunned long enough for you to go over there, grab some pollen, and then take off. So that's kind of what you need to do. At least that's what I've seen. So the water works and the resin works. I figured out when I accidentally sprayed the queen. I'm not really sure if she liked that or not. She didn't say anything. She just gave me a strange look. All right, so how... Oh, you know what? I should probably be helping them with that. Because after all, it's still going to take them a while, even if I send them out again, you know? All right. And besides, I could send a smaller group out. Oh, there is a couple of other things we need to talk about. All right, so let's just carry this back. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the spider is. I think we can make him our friend someday, and he's the basis of some kind of fighting thing. I have no idea. I don't know about that part of the game yet. All right, let's talk about the rest of this, right? Okay, pollen storage, right? Once we have the 25 and the 25, we get the pollen storage. Then we can hold pollen. Then we come over to the brood chamber. We need 3 pollen in order to upgrade this. Then you'll be able to get 3 guards, which are going to be kind of expensive, by the way. And you'll also be able, they'll all be level 1, right? But you're going to need the guards to take care of that guy if you want like some kind of a rotation thing going on, you know? All right, and let's see, what else? We have this one, wax storage. I'm not really sure what's going on with this. Worker bees naturally produce wax flakes from wax glands on the underside of their bellies. The production of beeswax is essential to bee colony. That's done. I need to send some out again. It is used to construct the combs in which the bees raise their brood and which they can store pollen and surplus honey for the winter. I'm guessing maybe this is going to help store more. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, let me just take care of this first because I need 3 more. So I'm just going to send 3 out. And boom, they're gone. They'll be back in just under 3 minutes. All right, let's go back to this. All right, so wax storage. This is probably storage. I don't know. Then we have this. Propolis storage? I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is the currency that you will be using to get good stuff. This is kind of the honeydew of this. Bees make propolis from tree resins. We got resin right outside, by the way. They collect from leaf buds and tree sap. They mix them with honey and enzymes from the stomachs in which they can turn them. Yeah, give this long description. I'd like a really quick barb on that one. What it comes down to is you're probably going to have to like manufacture this stuff. And if you're wondering what are you using it for, well, there you go. These are your upgrades, right? As you can see, foraging bonus plus times 1. I'm guessing that means maybe you'll get double the amount of what you're foraging. I'm guessing. The second one, grifter workers. I mean, I guess that's more mitigation so they can take more damage before dying. Recruit is probably got the guards that you take with you into combat, right? And player speed, you can figure that out. So obviously this is stuff we're going to have to get. Now, how difficult is it going to be to get? Probably kind of difficult. We're going to have to see. By the way, it looks like I did another mission here. Okay, build an nectar storage. We did that. All right, how am I doing over here? Okay, I nearly have the 20 here, so I really don't need to gather honey. I need to gather nectar, right? That's what I really need to gather. And I think we need to... How are they doing anyway? Are they nearly back? A minute. All right, let's take another little look around here for a moment. All right. So when this plant wears out, another one will appear. Where? I have no idea. All right. We've met the spider, right? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. However, I do know that there is another flower over here. And as you can see, there are individuals on that flower. I don't want to get close because they'll probably kill me. And where are they coming from? Well, they seem to be coming from there. So there's another hive over here. And of course, over there, you have the pollen with the wasp. Now, this other guy, I don't know what the deal with this guy is. He just kind of wanders around. He's a bee. I mean, I guess he belongs to the other hive, but he's a different color. You know, he's a dark purple instead. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, let's get back. Okay, get that out of my face. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, the position of that is a little annoying. If they could attach that to the bottom, that would be great. And again, if nothing bad happened, can we not have blood red? Just me. All right, so actually, I'll probably do this from here. I'll just hover in midair, right? This one right here, we do have the 10. So we're going to upgrade our honey processing chamber. Okay, that's going to take 3 minutes. All right, so what we're going to do here is that I have to send them out again. I used up all my nectar. I'm going to send them out for nectar. All right, just everybody go. I do have honey, so I can get more. Because I think I fulfilled a mission, so there's an extra 20 right there. So I have 30, right? And was there something else? Did I do something else? No, I didn't. All right, but I'm going to get some nectar for completing this one, because I am upgrading the honey processing chamber right now. And then I'm going to get some honey because I am going to breed some bees. So we're going to make some progress. But you know what? Why don't we just wait until this is done? And 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Done. All right, so if you want to upgrade this again, you're going to need 25 nectar. That shouldn't be that big of a deal, but we're not going to worry about that right now. What we're going to worry about is more sisters. So let's get going with that. And I do believe that I got some stuff over here. Okay, upgrade the honey. Okay, so I got some resin for that. Anything else here? Okay, I'll get some honey as soon as I breed the 10 workers. Which reminds me, let's breed another one here as soon as. Okay, it stopped while I was in the menu. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just keep going here. Boom, again. All right, so I have 7 now. Okay, I guess I restarted it without knowing. It would be nice if it would just like automatically fill it. So we'll see how that works. There are idle workers. Well, I can't send you guys anywhere right now. So just hang with the queen, okay? Okay, I did get the other one. It doesn't really tell you, you have to watch the count. And I'm automatically making another one now. And I have 9. I'm not really sure what's going on. It just, I guess maybe somehow it automated? Oh, was I able to queue them up? Maybe I queued them up and I didn't realize that. Okay, all right, well, I have 10 now. How long until they come back? Okay, 15 seconds. All right, that's not going to be enough. I need 5. So what I can do is I can send 5 of them for nectar and 5 of them for honey. Or wait a minute. Or I can just get the honey from this. Okay, and they came back. Didn't lose anybody. All right, I think we're good to go here. I didn't get anything else over here, right? No dailies? No dailies. All right, in order for me to do this, I'm going to need 5 more nectar. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to send 5 of you guys to get me some nectar. And I'm just going to send the rest of you to get me some honey. So I have 2 teams out there now. Like I said, I had a problem when I was testing. Not a problem. I was like, what happened is 2 came back and it said 3 were dead from one of my teams. And I'm like, yeah, how did that work out? I mean, did the wasp go over there and do that? I don't know. Maybe something just comes over and attacks every once in a while. I didn't see any messages. It just, that's what happened, you know? So I'm wondering, is it just like a random thing that happens and doesn't actually happen in the world? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out about that. Anyway, I think that that's a pretty good look at the situation for now. So what we can do the next time is we can work on the pollen storage, and then we can deal with Mr. Wasp. Yeah, that's gonna be a load of laughs. Anyway, like I said, if you want to see more of this on my channel, please give the video a like, maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm, and of course, subscribing is a great way to make sure you don't miss any pocket bees from me in the future. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games because games are fun. See ya.